My wife cheated with my best friend. My daughter took their side and then he ditched them and now they want back to my life. I've been married to Jessica for 16 years. My best friend Mark had been in my life even longer since college. We did everything together, family vacations, weekend barbecues, our kids grew up like cousins. I trusted these people with my entire life. Then last April I came home early from a work trip because my flight got canceled. Walked into my own house and found Mark's car in my driveway at 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. The front door was unlocked. I could hear music playing upstairs. When I walked into my bedroom, there they were. I'm not going to describe what I saw, but it was clear this wasn't the first time. Mark grabbed his clothes and ran past me without saying a word. Jessica just sat there on our bed crying, saying it wasn't what it looked like, except it was exactly what it looked like. I moved into our guest room that same night, told Jessica I wanted a divorce. She begged me to go to counseling, said it was a mistake, that Mark had been pursuing her for months and she finally gave in. Like that made it better. Our daughter Emma was 14 at the time. I sat her down and tried to explain that Mom and I were separating. I didn't tell her about Mark because I didn't want to trash her mom, but Jessica told her everything herself, except she twisted the whole story. She told Emma that I was never home, that I didn't pay attention to her anymore, that Mark actually listened to her and made her feel valued, made it sound like I pushed her into his arms. Emma believed every word. Suddenly I became the bad guy in my own house. Emma stopped talking to me, would walk right past me without saying hello, started spending more time at her mom's sister's place where Jessica had moved temporarily. When I tried to explain my side, Emma just said I was making excuses, that Mom deserved to be happy. The divorce took 6 months. Jessica fought for full custody, but we ended up with joint. Emma made it clear she wanted to live with her mom full time. That hurt worse than the cheating, honestly. My own daughter choosing the woman who destroyed our family. About 2 months after the divorce was finalized, Jessica and Mark started dating publicly. They'd post pictures on Facebook holding hands, going to fancy restaurants, taking weekend trips. Emma was in half the photos smiling like they were this perfect little family. Meanwhile, I was eating frozen dinners alone in a one-bedroom apartment. Then around Christmas, everything fell apart for them. Mark's ex-wife, who he'd divorced 3 years ago, found out he was dating Jessica. She took him back to court for more child support since he was clearly spending money on his new relationship. His payments went way up. Suddenly, Mark couldn't afford the lifestyle he'd been showing off. The fancy dinners stopped. The weekend trips disappeared. By February, Jessica called me crying, said Mark had broken up with her, told her he couldn't handle the drama and needed space. Apparently, he'd also been seeing another woman on the side the whole time he was with Jessica. The irony was almost funny. Jessica got cheated on by the guy she cheated with. 2 weeks after that, Emma showed up at my apartment. First time she'd visited in 8 months. She didn't apologize right away, just sat on my couch looking uncomfortable. Finally, she said Mom was really struggling and maybe I could help with some extra money. I asked Emma if she was serious. She got defensive, said I was her dad and I should want to help. I told her I paid my child support on time every month. What Jessica did with that money wasn't my problem anymore. Emma called me selfish and left. Last week, Jessica texted asking if we could meet for coffee. Said she wanted to apologize properly and maybe we could work on our friendship for Emma's sake. I didn't respond. Then yesterday, Emma sent me this long message about how I was ruining her life by being stubborn, how Mom made one mistake and I should forgive her, how we could all be a family again if I just stopped being angry. I wrote back and said no. I told Emma I loved her and my door was always open for her, but Jessica made her choices and so did Emma when she picked their side. I'm not a backup plan. I'm not someone you come back to after your other options fall apart. Emma hasn't responded yet. Part of me feels guilty, but the other part knows I deserve better than being treated like I'm disposable.